in prison, males are in three categories. Either you a lion, you a wolf, or you a sheep.
As far as you know, when you spend your time in prison, a lot of stuff, a lot of stories. I'm sure you probably can release several books on prison life and stories and what not to do. There was a set that you did that went viral. Mexican Got On Boots, the Riot set. And maybe looking at it and knowing your career before then, I feel like that was probably a really, it kind of catapulted you. Do you think that? Would that be accurate?
That would be very accurate, because you know the weirdest thing is when you walking through your life as a stand-up, and you start one way, and then you start challenging yourself and getting better skills. People still don't realize that it was 17 years. I had been doing stand-up for 17 years before I even did Mexican Got On Boots. Before I even did the prison ride. And it used to be cats like, yo man, you gotta talk about them prison stories. So, but it's not a platform. It wasn't a platform for storytellers until that particular show. The show was so important to me because it wasn't about jokes. It was you telling a true story, and I think that was the thing that made the story compelling to people. And it was one of the things that my mentor, DL, it just proved him right once again when he told me, he said, man, your career is going to rely on this because you have this ability. The funniest you're going to ever be is based on how truthful you want to be. And so when I did that story, and then it just took off, people was like, yo, that's my favorite story of all time. I still don't see the humor. Like Bert Kreischer asked me all the time, man, do you know what makes this story good? I'm like, nope.
The bit is the Riot bit, Mexican Got On Boots. When you saw Mexicans wearing boots, that means that a riot was about to take place.
Yeah, on the rec yard.
Was the idea.
Yeah.
Now, in that, sometimes with comedy, a little bit can be oversold, not oversold, what's the word? Embellished, or there's another word. But you say you got stabbed.
Yeah, I got cut down.
That was factual.
Yeah, I got cut. Now, the stab would have been in. I got sliced. Yeah, down my side.
Week one.
And then the crazy thing is, you don't tell nobody. You just nurse it yourself.
Why?
Because that's how, now you got to explain it. Who did it, how it happened. Now, once they know who did it, now they looking for you to take revenge. And you're gonna get your revenge. But do you want it to be known that you the one that did it?
I was gonna say, is that like against code a little bit?
Yeah, that's against all the code. Because you out there, you in a situation, and somebody do something to you, you don't tell.
Yeah.
You retaliate. I remember being on this unit, Bill Clemens, which is probably the most deadliest unit that I've ever been on. Bill Clemens, this Mexican dude, had cut this Muslim brother across the throat while he was praying in the cell. And we, brother named Alameen had a lot of what we call wisdom, a lot of faith. And he had sent us to each Mexican family, one person, the most trusted brothers. He sent one of us to deliver a message. If this Mexican belongs to your family, you need to let us know, and you need to hand him over, because we're going to administer, some punishment for this. Or we're going to kill 2 people in your family every day until we get him. One person. And me, Mustafa, Butin, and a brother named Feast. We the most trusted out of 300 brothers on Bill Clinton. We was the most trusted, and he knew that we would do it because we meant what we said, and people understood who we were at the time. So when he sent me to the particular family, because I worked on the building with them, with they captains, and they told me, oh, he's not with our family, you know. No, and nobody claimed him, which is very odd because every Mexican is down with somebody in prison. They put him on closed custody in this unit, on this back unit on 11 building. But we work in the kitchen, and the kitchen workers were the one to go feed that closed custody. So it got handled because it's no not handling something inside. I think that's one of the things that I think people underestimate about people that's inside. And I give a broad scope about what's in there and who people are that's in there. In prison, males are in 3 categories. Either you're a lion, you're a wolf, or you're a sheep. And wolves can become sheep because wolves run in packs. So when you get separated from your pack, you vulnerable. Lions, the only way a lion could become a sheep, you had to cut both his paws off, knock out all his teeth, tear his mane off, and he's still coming. You got to kill him. And then because he can never be a sheep. He can never be a sheep. He would have to be in a wheelchair, and he'll still try to run your feet over with his chair. It's no possible way. So, and then you actually this is one thing, man. I don't want anybody to ever go through that system, but it's one thing is you have to be who you say that you are in that place, because you're going to be tested in that place.